There's been documented cases of hackers hacking into baby monitors and actually projecting their voice through these baby monitors. And this is such a serious invasion of our privacy. An Internet of Things, or IoT device, is essentially any device that's connected to the internet. While this does include your laptops and your phones, today we're going to be talking about the new generation of IoT devices. This typically includes your smart speakers and your smart doorbells, but can also include things like smart fridges and heart monitors. The idea with IoT devices is that they can all communicate with each other over the internet and produce a really responsive ecosystem. For example, you may have a smart thermometer in your house, which adjusts the temperature in the rooms differently so that the temperature is consistent throughout. Smart homes aren't the only IoT used though. They're used in all different types of industries. For example, medical IoT is huge and includes things like biosensors and smart inhalers. Why would an attacker target IoT devices? Over the last decade, the number of IoT devices has exploded from about 1 billion in 2011 to almost 14 billion now. And while this industry has been increasing so rapidly, the IoT security has not been keeping up. This has made it a prime target for attackers. When you protect your laptop, you typically give it a really strong password and potentially install antivirus. Unfortunately, the same level of security consideration is not taken into IoT. Many of these IoT devices are mass-produced and leave the factory without any security considerations. They're often protected by default credentials, and these are really easy for an attacker to search up and find. Because they're only protected by default passwords, this can allow an attacker a really easy way into your network. Not only can they then take the data that the IoT device produces, this also can allow them access to other devices on the network. In the past, IoT has also been used for DDoS attacks, with a botnet reaching over 600,000 IoT devices. With the number of IoT devices increasing so rapidly, it's understandable why hackers are picking these over your PCs and your laptops. Will this become increasingly concerning with the introduction of smart devices across homes? It absolutely will. Every single device now seems to be connected to the internet. We have smart doorbells, you have smart fridges, smart security cameras, and every time one of these devices is introduced to the home, it's adding more risk of a cyber attack. Are there ways a user can protect themselves against hackers? There's 3 main ways you can protect yourself and your IoT devices from hackers. The first of these is to change the default password associated with them. Using complex passwords is such a good first line of security and it's worked for many decades. The second thing to do is to just be vigilant about the IoT devices you're bringing into your house or business. A lot of these devices are unnecessarily connected to the internet, and if you're using them, you're unnecessarily increasing your cyber risk. The third thing to do is to potentially use a guest network for people coming into your home. After COVID, when we can finally get people back into our homes, using a guest network will ensure any devices they bring into the house are not going to be able to access your devices. So while there is a lot of ways hackers can access these IoT devices, there's also plenty of ways that you can protect against it. Always be vigilant when you're bringing devices into your home, and also never use default passwords. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Also, if you want to see future content, subscribe.